What's up? So it was sent to me by one of my subscribers, good friend Ted. Much props. Doc Rivers roast and JJ Redick ticket did it. Ticket TV did it as well. And I saw Doc Rivers talking on Stephen A. Smith. He basically said I saved JJ Redick's career. That's what Doc Rivers basically saying. I got him out of Milwaukee, gave him a chance to shine, to shoot the ball in Lob City. JJ Redick going on about throwing shots at Doc Rivers. It's one thing if Rasheed Wallace does it because I respect Sheed. Sheed's a winner. Sheed actually had a legit career. Sheed is like a borderline Hall of Famer. Sheed's like a borderline great player you can make some cases for. JJ Redick was a never was. It's kind of like like if you think about uh music careers or something. It's one thing that you or could have been or you should have been or you were good, as opposed to it never was. It's like a difference between a first, second tier and then a fourth, fifth tier. They're not on the same wavelength. They're not in the same weight class. Why would you waste your time? Because LeBron James then sat there and cheerleads for a racist bigot, young Archie Bunker type like JJ Redick or Leave It to Beaver looking old Wally Cleaver looking buster. They ain't got everybody up here slurping this turkey up. It's the hottest thing since sliced bread. That they want to have this young whippersnapper cat that they want to mold into a Phil Jackson, Pat Riley type because he has one of the most prized possessions on the plantation, and LeBron James slurping and gulping him up like he's some sensation. Even though nobody cared about JJ Redick except for when he was in Duke. His NBA career was not memorable. You know, he can't talk about 80s, 90s players. He can't talk about nobody. Because his NBA career, he made Danny Ainge look like the second coming of Larry Bird, if you must know. Danny Ainge was a role player, but Danny Ainge looked like he was like somewhere between Tom Chambers and Larry Bird compared to, or Chris Mullin compared to JJ Redick. No one cared about JJ Redick's career. ESPN likes those usually third tier, washed guys. They do it in Black World. I'll give it that with Kendrick Perkins, cats who know really like if you go to their YouTube career highlights, it's like 2 or 3 minute long, and half of it was when he was coming up with the cap on the head with the clothes on to be introduced by the draft. Nothing memorable for what they did as professionals. He's a good example of that. But Doc Rivers ate him up, chewed him up. And we know that JJ Redick have about much chance of being a legit head coach as Steve Nash did. And that's an insult to Steve Nash because Steve Nash actually did lead to in the playoffs, and Steve Nash was a five-time better player. Steve Nash looks like John Stockton as a point guard, or Magic, or Isaiah, or Oscar Robinson, or Steph Curry compared to this bum. But there's something going on here with JJ Redick which ain't all basketball related. It's almost like he got some video or some tape on somebody. I'm a conspiracy theorist because I think to myself, how does a scrub get so much juice on people that he's getting anointed all these positions? And he got called up by Rob Parker and Chris Broussard. I don't always agree on their odd couple show, but they called him out for being aloof and kind of non in the debate show where he's like, I mean, he was pathetic. How he get a job over Max Kellerman debating, I don't know. But why JJ Redick is getting all this attention, this push to make him into this conglomerate, into this thing that they want him to be like a face or something. Like they gave him the Ryan Seacrest, we got to anoint him. Why? What has he done? Because that Duke love affair in college ended a lifetime ago. His NBA career wasn't unmemorable. I could understand if he had a good career. Being kind, he was average. Being real, he was third tier. And without Doc Rivers, he'd have been basically riding pine like Adam Morrison. Those never was careers that were great in college, but they got to the level and they didn't even get off the bench. They weren't even memorable. They weren't even they're not even Gordon Hayward memorable. Gordon Hayward I can kind of justify still getting something because he actually had a little bit of a career. Like Lynn Sanity, Jeremy Lin is a Hall of Famer compared to JJ Redick. Jeremy Lin should actually be the one getting that blazer and getting that opportunity. If we're gonna be an equal, NBA wants to be global and worldwide, Jeremy Lin would be more believable than JJ Redick. I remember Lynn Sanity for 6 weeks. I don't remember 6 shots by JJ Redick except him running his mouth and dissing old school black players and being racist and talking trash and now sucking up, having to suck up like LeBron James slurping, make it make sense to me. But yeah, Doc Rivers served him up. I expect real people to, like Eddie Johnson did a week or two ago. The real need to come on out and serve this turkey up. This grasshopper looking jive turkey who has no business on the sideline commentating half truths. Who gave him a voice? Who video he got on? I need to know if somebody got compromised. They go to a Puffy party and he's got video or something. I'll make it make sense why JJ Redick got such a presence when he wasn't that memorable when he played. Please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for another. Share them if you like them out. Peace.